It's time for Two Guys and a Goalie with Dustin Nielson, Matt Kassian, and the goalie, Joaquin Gage.
All right, it's Two Guys and a Goalie one last time, as it has been, brought to you by GS Construction. For more than 5 decades, GS Construction has been proud to serve our communities. Once again, they're hiring now. GS is looking for experienced top men, pipe layers, and operators. Visit gsconstruction.ca. Click on careers to find out more. We can never bring ourselves to update that intro that included the name Matt Kassian, because Matt Kassian returns. Cass, what's up, my man? Classic mute situation. I muted the mic. That's on me. There you go, buddy. Actually, wait a second. Hernan, I think you've got him muted too.
Everybody's got me muted.
There we go. That was the only way to start the show, man.
It wasn't even me.
It wasn't even me. Do it too, though.
Oh, it's good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys,
man. Yeah. How's things?
Oh, good. Busy. Yeah. Summer's been busy. Kids are crazy.
You're looking good. You've been working out.
Slowly.
The wife slowly. You looked a little bit slimmer last time I saw you.
You know what it was? It started with my oldest being in competitive swimming.
Oh.
And just having to spend way too much time like at the place at the pool because there was a gym there, and I'm like, this is pretty boring to watch swimming practice, so I'm just going to start working out. So
you look like you could play right now.
I thought you said you were taking part.
You know what? I'm within like 7 or 8 pounds of my like heaviest playing weight.
Really?
Of when I played, yeah. So,
Holy
but
smokes.
I'm not all the way there.
All on aqua aerobics?
Yeah, with those poofy things, whatever, floaty things. Yeah.
Well, okay, we're happy you're able to make it in. You're going to be here till 12:30. Then you got a golf tournament you're heading to. So I'm glad you're able to make it in. This is the final Two Guys and a Goalie. So you left. Gage and I kept going. Tommy took off, and we're like, well, we're going to change Oil Stream. So we're kind of merging Oil Stream and Two Guys and putting it under the Oil Stream brand. Just
it's making a baby.
Oil Stream,
it's making a baby. Yeah, like what a nicer, better looking baby.
Oil Stream baby. Two Guys creates baby.
Yeah. Nice.
That could be something that we could land. Do you miss the media side of it at all?
You miss it all the time.
Yeah, you do.
I miss it, guys. No, I miss it. Like it will always and forever be a part of my heart. And
you got really good at it. You got really good at it.
It's fun. I enjoy it. Like I always tell people, it's like you're hanging out with friends and you're talking about sports.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're kind of doing what you do when you hang, at least for me, like when you hang out with your friends anyways, it's like, you're talking about hockey, you're talking about football, you're talking about whatever, like if the World Cup's on, you're talking about the world, like it's just what you do, right? Like you hang out and you sit with your friends and you talk about sports. And so it's just, it's a wonderful thing. And I love it and miss it all the time.
Yeah.
How are you going to unleash during the hockey season though? Are you going to maybe get into the nasty chat?
Maybe a pseudonym. Yeah. You'll see Amanda Kassian pop up all the time. Yeah.
Just losing it over analytics.
Something. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of,
just don't use all caps because we'll know right away.
People will know.
Yeah, that's I was going to say, you don't miss those nights arguing with people in the chat about
you don't, but
Skinner?
you do at the same time, like, because it's I was saying, like, it's because people care, right? Like, because they care about it and it's passionate about it and it's an outlet for them emotionally to talk about it and to rage, even if they're raging idiots. It's still an opportunity for them. So it's like you don't miss it, but at the same time you miss it because it's just people being passionate about something, care about. So it's you still do. You still now maybe I won't miss it at like the 11:30 at night, like those late ones when you're tired and you're just like at that time you're just like, man, like this guy. But for the most part, it's like you do actually miss that.
Well, we had a lot of fun. I mean, it was a lot of fun for a long time. Then obviously you're doing post game with Tommy as well. Yep. You guys had a great time doing that for a long time as well. But yeah, so it is the final episode of Two Guys and a Goalie. And I was just looking back, episode number 1. We didn't have funny names until episode 6, but episode 1 was September 16th, 2019.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's 7 full years. And so this episode is episode 620.
Okay.
So we did 620 episodes, and once this one uploads and people start downloading it, we will surpass. Actually, it's funny. We will surpass 900,000 downloads. That's
amazing.
Come on,
with this final episode.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fitting that we managed to hit that.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when we started this thing?
I do.
My God,
his little basement, little brick.
Yeah. Because I had started. I'd started doing some work with Oilers Nation. And I was doing like the Oil Stream. That was something I started on their Facebook page. And then they're like, hey, we want to do like another hockey podcast with a couple of guys. And I thought of you two guys. And you're like, yeah, let's do it. That one was different because the Oil Stream was one I was doing from my basement and just like a one-man show. And that was kind of it to start. and then they wanted to do like 2 guys and a goalie. So got you guys, and then we went to Little Brick.
Yeah.
And I remember the first, and we were pretty raw. Like they basically just said,
Go.
like, I don't think they used it for anything else in that basement spot at the time.
No.
It was kind of just like our little dungeon down there.
It was a dungeon.
Yeah, it was a
It
dungeon.
was a dungeon.
I thought Hernan was going to stick around because Hernan was there with us at the beginning
He
too.
was,
If Nance was
yeah.
watching, Hernan, come back here for a second. Because I remember we were trying to get the green screen.
And it kept falling.
To stay up. But it was on a brick
tipping.
wall, and you couldn't figure out how to get it still. I thought it was going to be so easy. I was like, we'll just throw this green screen up behind us, then we'll do this, and it's going to be fine. But that was... the internet there sucked for quite a while as well.
And lighting wasn't easy either.
No, it was literally no windows.
Eats up everything.
It
Yeah.
was freezing down there too. Like it was absolutely
Those
freezing.
stairs, you're pretty sure you're gonna like.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if that basement is still all together.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause it was falling apart. You and I would have to duck.
Yeah.
To like get down
When
to
you're like turned completely
crawl in there.
sideways because the stairs are like 3 inches wide.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, Nanso, you hadn't done any video work at the time either, had you? Like,
No,
you hadn't dabbled that at all. So we were kind of just I'd done a little bit of it, but we were kind of winging it, and they would help us a little bit, but they kind of just sort of stayed out of the way.
Well, your
And we
Remchuk,
sort of, yeah.
like,
Your
trained
Remchuk
me.
wasn't there. Oh, he must have trained you at the other place.
No,
your
he
Remchuk wasn't there then.
No, but I went there to meet up with him, and he kind of showed me, but it was a mess. Like, I didn't know what it was doing.
Yeah.
And then the post-prod stuff was very complicated as well, and I was... probably took me like half a day to put up the first episode.
We were just waiting and waiting
Yeah.
and be like, did this work? The green screen was the tough because it was literally a brick wall.
Yeah.
But then I guess the design we had at first was like another brick wall that I basically put on the green screen in behind us,
And
which was kind of
I
fun.
remember you showed me the first graphic and you were pumped. I was like, that looks amazing.
It did look pretty sweet.
The first episodes look like you guys are literally like being held captive.
It was. No, that's what it
Oh,
felt
yeah,
like.
because the
too.
lighting
Yeah.
was awful. It was a mess.
It was bad.
I remember because
was
back in the
cold.
early stages of it, we'd have some guests down there too.
Yeah.
And be like, you come to this little building and
That's
then
why
you
they
come
never
down
came
around
back,
the corner.
yeah.
Yeah. We had Dinger in there. Mac
T was in there.
came
That was a good one. That was a
Chimera.
great episode.
Yeah, Chimera was in on a couple. I was looking back, and then it got to the pandemic and things were different. But it was fun. The drive down there to Little Brick, down in the River Valley
Yeah.
there every Tuesday and Thursday
Get a
when we
coffee.
got it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, snag a coffee and then sort of settle in.
Yeah.
So how much were you working at? Because you had the job you have now.
Yeah.
Like that one. Gager, you were.
I was at Canada Life.
You were
at
at
the time.
Canada Life at the
Yeah.
time. And Hernan, were you working full time at 1260 and then you slipped away?
What
or?
time did we record at?
Well, we did it at noon.
Noon.
It was
at
always
noon,
at noon.
yeah.
Yeah, same time, Tuesday, Thursdays. Times never changed, really, I don't think, outside maybe the odd time during the pandemic. But
Yeah, because man, I'm trying. Yeah, I don't think I was full time yet. Like
you must have
I was
just been-
available
yeah.
to go. Yeah.
yeah, I think that must have been it because I was like,
Yeah.
we need somebody to produce it. I remember you were labeled as Hernan, the shitty producer.
No, that's false. Because Remchuk. No, was Tyler there already?
No, he wasn't working at the Nation then. This was
He was doing some stuff.
He might have been
though.
doing some stuff, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
He had still
because
at
I took
1260
over for him for Lowdown. So I think that was 2021.
when you did that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we started in September of 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you would have just been working part time at the
19.
station, maybe.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
pre-pandemic. So it was good. We were down there at Little Brick, and then what happened? It kind of evolved it to the next level. The pandemic hit, and Oilers Nation was in I'll just say they were in a different spot financially back then than they have been since, and they had to cut me and what we were doing. And I remember they called and they were talking about stuff, and they said, this was like the morning after Rudy Gobert touched those mics. Jay called me. He goes, "Hey man, like I know we got this deal, but we're kind of up against it." And so I was just like, there's some other things, but I said, okay. I said, well, what are you doing like with the oil stream and with two guys? And they wanted to get, I think, as much as they could, understandably with this pandemic looming. So I said, well, I'll just take it and we'll just try to keep it going. And then we just kept it going all from our houses. I remember during the pandemic, Gager, you had a mic.
Oh no.
Or did I give you a mic? Did I remember
No, you gave me
a
my mic. I still have your. I still have your.
Where did I meet you to give? Did I bring it to your house?
I can't even remember.
Because it was like thick of the
It was like
pandemic.
thick
They
of
weren't
that,
supposed to be
yeah.
out. And I was like sneaking mics around the city.
You brought me the
blue snowball?
The blue snowball.
That's right.
And I had the snowball forever. And I didn't really realize how it didn't really sound that great. I probably should have got a mic. But the first little bit, I think I was just using my AirPod thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
maybe
terrible.
early.
But
Yeah.
it was a swap. Like it did feel like we were dealing drugs. You brought me a mic, and I gave you a big long Ethernet cord.
Yeah, right. That's right. I remember where I was.
Like 100 feet of cable.
I remember where I switched mics with you, but where were we?
I think you may have dropped it off at my
came
house.
to your house.
I think you dropped it off at the
Yeah,
house.
I do. I think I did.
Yeah, because I don't think we did like the back alley. Like
No, it
boat
wasn't.
drive.
No, we did.
Yeah, I think you dropped it off at the house, if I recall correctly. Like
I know I've been out to your place once. It must have been
I
when I was
think that was
dropping
when
that
it
off
was,
during the
yeah.
pandemic. And then Hernan, didn't we meet at like the CIBC parking lot just south
Downtown.
of the White Mud? I thought it
No.
was just south of the White Mud.
No, you came downtown
Did I?
and you brought me beer.
I did.
I didn't get any beer.
Yeah.
Was it Hernan had a protest? He was protesting something, so it was allowed, right?
Brought me beer and a mic, which I still have if you want
For
it
some
back.
reason, I thought we met down
The
there,
beer or the mic?
that big CIBC.
The
on the
beer's
White
been
Mud.
consumed.
Were we in a parking lot? Like, did I come down to your
it was
place?
like a parking lot close to my place downtown.
Yeah.
And we were the only two people outside.
Yeah, it was. I was just like, "Here's your mic, sir." And then I got my way home.
And I remember the beer was sour beer.
Why did I get you sour?
I don't
beer?
know. I
That's
think you
weird.
just had it and you're like, yeah, I got some beer here. Do you want it? I was like, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Okay. All right. So then we did it from our homes. Well, then forever after that until we
Yeah.
launched EST.
Yeah.
I redesigned the thing, so we had the 4 different spots. Our partners at the time were Cool Bet, so it was really colorful and it was different. I know we're huge Play Alberta guys now, but I do want to give a huge shout out to Cool Bet at the time.
Yep.
Basically kept us going
Yeah.
on 2 guys and a goalie through the pandemic. The pandemic, I have to say, the pandemic stuff was really important. Because
yeah.
you weren't.
You look-
how
You had to
important
carry.
was that?
You had to carry. Like it was carrying so much.
Yeah.
Like even just on a like personally, or like even personally, not just for everybody else. It was just like you keep things going.
And it was content, right?
Well,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
to
like,
talk and
'cause-
just talk to other people,
Yeah.
not in your house. Like,
And we had Grant Fear, Tyler Wright, Guy Carbino,
Colton Pareko
Colton Pareko.
during the pandemic.
Yeah,
Remember
we had some
Pareko?
good shows, man.
Pareko
Yeah.
was young,
Yeah.
and he was like locked in his house in
St. Louis. Yeah.
Yeah, and he hopped on. He was. Oh, he must have been in his early 20s. Like he must have been.
Yeah. Guy
21,
Carbino
22
was
at the
great.
time.
Yeah.
Carbino was
Carbino
good.
was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear was great because he was coaching that new
There was that new
league.
hockey league
Yeah,
that was
remember
going
that?
at the
Oh,
time.
right.
That's right. He was one of like the 8 coaches in that 3-on-3 league.
Didn't we have Brant too? We had
Brad Myers.
Yeah.
But was
Yeah.
Brant in at the old place, or did he join us on the?
No, he
He's
was
probably been. I think Brand's been on a couple times.
Yeah, he was on a couple times, I think.
Yeah, I think Mize was on a couple times.
Yeah, there was a stretch there. I was looking during the pandemic. I think we had like 5 or 6 interviews in like an 8-show stretch, just
Yeah.
because we were finding like we did 2 hockey episodes a week through the entire pandemic. Think about that for a second. Like we think the off season's slow around here. Imagine that. Like that was nuts. And then obviously we launched EST, and it becomes a live show on all the streaming platforms every Tuesday and Thursday as well. And I mean, it was nice and convenient. You could do it from home, or you could pop in, and it was a hell of a run. It was a really good time. Big Maple text in it says, "Is Cass gonna finally bury the hatchet with Chief Andy?"
That's a big ask. That's a big ask, Chief. If you're listening, I mean, I'm willing and able. If you are, maybe on a promise of good behavior, right? Yes, with boundaries. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, not all
Yes,
the
with
way,
boundaries.
but like the handle is just up.
It's there. Yeah.
The rest of it is buried. All right, so I went back. I dug into the old Libsyn folder and looked up, like went all the way back to the beginning. So the first 5 episodes, we did not have names on them. The first episode that we named was episode 6, Gage Saves a Life. Remember? Tell us that story, Gage. I was stunned. Was it your father?
my father-in-law.
Father-in-law. He was choking, and you
We went to
Heimlich.
Pampas,
Yeah.
and I jumped across the table and gave him the Heimlich, and 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 it's funny because we were just talking about this, my wife and I, the other day, because everyone was sitting there shocked. Like all the kids, they were younger then too, right? And everyone's just sitting there, oh my gosh. And then, Maury just starts eating again. And we're just like, no one's touching it. And I'm like, it's where Pampas where they give it. So the girl, I remember, comes by, do you want some more? I go, I'm good.
Jeez.
But the best was the next day when he phoned me and said, hey, how's it going? I go, good. How are you feeling? It was good. And then he said, as the conversation ended, it was, just to let you know, you're back in the will. Thanks for saving my life.
The next episode was episode 7, Wagon Wheels Suck. And I remember having a big wagon wheel debate. Cass, do you remember what side? Yeah.
No, I'm on the hate.
I hate wagon wheels.
Yeah, we all hated them.
We all hated them.
Because it was around Halloween.
It would have been close to Halloween.
So we were,
Yeah.
I think we were talking about
it was like
treats,
giving
right?
you people that give like the worst Halloween candy to get.
Yeah, I think
that's what it was.
what we were talking
It was
about.
wagon wheels are like the worst.
Well, it is the worst. I still
still
like
the
when my
worst.
kids have a wagon wheel, they get a wagon wheel. I'm like, what house was that? We're never going back there ever again. Hernan, are you pro wagon wheel or are you on?
I don't mind them.
Okay, so you must have been the lone wolf on this.
I was the lone
Okay,
wolf.
when you say you don't mind them, like you buy them and have them around the house?
No.
Oh, okay, but you'll eat one if it's there.
Yeah, if it's offered and I'm hungry, I'll be like, sure. Like they're not gross.
I think
What is it?
they're gross.
Is it like a weird marshmallow?
It's a
Inside?
marshmallow.
Dip with some kind of wafer in the middle.
cookie
But
and-
it's like a bad marshmallow
Yeah.
and it's bad chocolate.
It's bad
and
chocolate. If
And
it
there's
was
a
good,
cookie in the middle. A little wafer?
It's like, but it's like a dry and it's like your whole mouth is just like, it's just gross. It's just gross.
That sucks.
Terrible.
Episode 10 was Gage likes a little bone. I can't remember what that one was about.
chicken fingers.
Was it chicken wings?
Chicken wings.
Yeah,
Oh, you guys
I like a little bone.
Yeah, it was
I think-
nugs versus wings.
Yeah, I think I said that. I like a little bone.
Yeah.
We used to take whatever the most messed up thing was and name the episode after that one. This one I'll never forget. This episode 16 was athletic pubalgia.
Oh, right.
That was
my surgery. Yeah,
Yes.
my athletic pubalgia. Yeah.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
Who was how did that come about? Was there this
Who
would
was
have been
hurt?
Somebody would have been hurt. And then
Yeah,
you
there was sports hernia. Someone got hurt with a sports hernia, and so I talked about
was
like
it?
what
Yeah.
really a sports hernia is because
Athletic
usually they're not.
pubalgia.
It's athletic pubalgia is usually what it is. My wife still gets mad at me too because we were engaged at the time, and I still don't remember like. I mean, we did surgery. Like I went because it was in Philly, and my mom had to meet me there because the team was still playing, so it's like they're not flying their trainers with you. Like they flew my mom out to meet me in Philly, so I could have someone to take me out after the surgery and sign me out. And still tells me, she's like, we went to all the Philly cheesesteak places. And I don't remember any of this. And like went to Gino's, went to Pat. She's like, I didn't think I was going to get you on the plane. She's like, I was standing there. She's like, I was standing there praying in line, like to go through security. Like, please, Lord, let us get through this. Like, get him through the security because I was just high as a kite, like coming off the meds because like the next day. And I guess my wife says like I was wanting to send her like pictures of like the incision and tell her about the surgery. And she was like, no, like I don't, because we weren't married yet. She's like, you don't need don't. She's like, no.
You're like,
do
you
not.
ended up getting married.
No, I don't even remember doing it because they're not or asking. Because it's like, it's the same thing. It's just high as a kite.
The
but,
athletic pubalgia could have been the end of it.
could have been
the end of it.
Could have been the final straw.
Episode 18. Speaking of wives getting mad at you, headbands for
jeez.
mini skirts.
Yeah.
Gage, you still probably have. I know somebody in the chat. I think it was Jason. Was like headbands for mini skirts is my favorite show ever.
That was a funny one.
That's a good one. That was close. I almost went to the Holiday Inn Express that night. That was a
Were
close one.
those? I know the thing was you had invited some girls to the game pre-marriage stuff, and they were wearing mini skirts that were so short they could have been headbands. But wasn't the story you invited them to the wife's room?
Yeah.
I
And
didn't.
that was-
No.
that was it.
They ended up in the wives' room. It wasn't Dougie Way like Gager. What are you doing?
But how it all came about was what coach scared you the most? And I was only scared one time, and it was Mac T. And we were the next day practicing at the mall, and he was chasing me around the rink, trying to corner me, and I was getting away from him
Because he had a thing to say. Like,
then we had a thing to talk about.
Oh God! I mean, that one was an all-time classic. I remember you being like, "Oh man, that was a good."
I didn't think there was anything wrong with it.
No, it was a funny story at the time. Like, I thought it was pretty good. Episode 46. I don't remember what this was, but Cass fills cracks And I don't know if you must have been working on
This was his
something around the
bathroom.
house.
It was
That's
the
his
bathroom.
bathroom,
It
yeah.
was the bathroom. Yeah, it was
That
when I was,
and we had the
I
updates.
I did the bathroom, like I called it Titanic bathroom.
So was that when we were like quarantined?
yeah.
I remember because
That would've
we
been-
saw your bathroom a
Yeah.
lot on the screen.
Yeah, and I was,
Yeah.
you've seen that, and it's taken. Yeah, it was like there was 8 million because I had to like picture frame out everything, and so there's like you're caulking everything.
Yeah,
and so it was,
yeah.
filling cracks, caulking and filling cracks. That's what it was. Yeah.
Episode 66. This had to have been a story from Gager. Outdoor porn viewing. Do you remember that one? Was that
remember that
something with your screen in the backyard or something?
I hooked up the projector and put the screen up in my backyard. And I think we were watching with my wife, and then a sex scene came on, and we had the big boom box going on, and I was, and lights started coming on across the thing. So yeah, we had to turn that down.
Jason the Acadian in the nasty chat. You can text us as well, 780-218-9999. Jason the Acadian says, every time I walk by the rink in West of the Mall, I picture Gager being chased by Maxie around that rink. This one would have been a me episode, I think. It's called Yesa Adoption Papers. So that would have been one where I was just, I went through these. There was like 4 different episodes that had something to do, the title had something to do with me and Yesa Pouliot. Like this was the peak. My dying on the Yesa Pouliot hill. And you know how people say, I'll die on that, I won't die on that hill. That's the hill I died on. Like I was there to the final line.
Yep.
Episode 122, the nudie line.
Oh, that was a good line.
That was a good one. That was a great
good
line.
Yeah.
That was a great line. That was Nuge, Drysdale, and Yamamoto.
Yeah.
We
And
still
Tippett-
talk about. People still talk about that.
And then the
line.
pandemic hit, and then Tippett
never went back to it.
till
They never- yeah.
2 minutes left.
That was
That was like,
that must have been when that episode was.
Yeah.
Hockey must
Yeah.
have been back up and running, and we're
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing?
yeah, because he went away from him. He never went back.
was that the Chicago series?
Yeah.
It was
Never went
Chicago.
back.
They
till-
should have
yeah.
beaten Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they just.
I think there
That
was
was
like
like-
6 minutes left in the third period, and they were down.
And then he went
finally
to him.
went to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell was that about? Why did he not go back to that
I
line?
still don't understand that.
That doesn't make any sense.
He couldn't coach Leon, I guess.
Episode 154, and I think there were 2 that had this involved in the title. Kevin Bacon penis controversy.
That was the like seeing in that was like
Hollow
the
Man.
invisible hollow man.
Invisible
like,
Hollow Man.
Like seeing infrared. That's what it was.
But we were trying, like, there's a lot of, I think he, in Wild Things too, isn't he naked in that one too? Like we were going through all the movies.
He comes out of the
with-
shower in
Yeah.
Wild Things.
That was when we were doing trivia, and it was
was a
always
Kevin
Kevin
Bacon.
Bacon trivia.
yeah,
That's what started that whole
Kevin
thing.
Bacon trivia.
It was Kevin Bacon trivia.
I forgot about Kevin Bacon trivia.
Yeah.
How did I forget about
That
that?
had to have been a smack dab in the middle of the pandemic
No.
thing. How did Kevin Bacon trivia even come up?
Well, we were doing like weekly trivia contests.
Remember?
And you would always have a
There was a Kevin Bacon question in
Yeah.
there. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
and my internet sucked, and so I would be doing
Hernan
it
was
like
always late on. He was always bitching. He was like, your internet.
my
always
internet
sucks.
was brutal, so it's like I'd do it 5 seconds before, and then I'd be sitting there waiting for my hands to go up, and then
Gager was rolling in the trivia contest.
Oh, he crushed Kevin
Former
Bacon
internet
trivia.
guy.
Well, I had the quicker connection.
The bootleg connection.
Yeah. So yeah, Kevin Bacon penis controversy. There was another Kevin Bacon one like 40 episodes later I saw as well. So yeah, I guess we did have a lot of fun with Kevin Bacon then. And then I saw this title. This title interests me because it was the same title, but the 2 episodes were well over a year apart. Wailing on the Pecs. Oh, it was called Wailing on the Pecs. You remember why we had 2 different
Because
episodes?
Gager's
I
always
just-
wailing on the pecs.
I said I was working out or something, and what'd you
He's
do?
wailing on the
I was
pecs.
wailing on the pecs.
Wailing on the Pecs. So we did that like in 2020 and then back again in like 2021, early 2022. I was scrolling through. I was like, wait a second. We're still wailing on the Pecs. Like, what is this? Cash, you got about 3 minutes here. Then you got to
Yeah.
jam. What was your favorite thing about doing 2 guys and a goalie?
Oh man, that list could be long. You know what? My favorite thing was just hanging out with you guys, and I'll say that.
Damn
And
it,
that's
Cash,
true.
you're gonna make me cry.
No, but it's true. It's true. It's just it was, as I said before. You know, you're hanging out with friends. You're having fun. You're talking about sports. You're meeting people where they're at, and through some crazy times with the pandemic, and then crazy times with the Oilers and the NHL and everything going on. And it just it was always brought me joy. So that's going to be it for me. Was just getting to hang out with you guys, talk about sports, have fun. interact with people all the time. It is just there will always be fond memories. Always.
You know what I always was stunned by as watching you from afar in the NHL kicking the shit out of people for a living. When I got around you and realized like you're a very religious guy, you don't really swear much, you don't do dirty jokes like Gage and I. And I was always like, Cass is just like the nicest guy of all time, and I never thought about that. Like considering what you did to have an NHL career. So I've always appreciated that. The other thing I appreciated during your time was when didn't you come one year as Halloween as a 3-hole punch?
Yeah.
And you just had a tie with like three black
blacks
and they kept falling off. It was a mess.
Weren't you Jackie Moon?
No, that was.
I was Jackie Moon one year. Gazzola was in one year with us, and he was Monix. He went as Monix. I don't know if you were there. Gage, were you there for the?
No,
Jackie
I was
Moon
in Mexico. For that.
and I think you had the 3-hole punch.
Yeah,
3-hole punch tie. That was back in the basement.
that was in the
That was
basement.
back in the basement. Gage, what about you, buddy?
Well,
with the three of us
with
and
Cass,
Hernan back in the day?
it was always funny because when you did say something that or swore or got close to it, when
Got close to it. I don't think we ever did.
I don't think.
Got close to
but
it,
who were we? What's the? You were talking about the goalie in LA there, Kemper. And we were, I don't know why we were talking about bushes or it was probably the
huge
athletic,
bush,
but it was
huge
and you
bush.
go, and we mentioned Kemper. He goes, because you played with a great guy,
huge
tiny
bush.
little bush.
No, it was huge bush. It was huge bush. It was the opposite. Yeah, huge
Great
bush.
guy, huge bush.
Yeah.
I must have watched that like 10,000 times when I would go for the dog for a walk because my laugh, I just blew up laughing.
And such a glorious laugh too. Yeah.
I used to like when we were remote and you would say something that could have been dirty and the engager would be like, me and Gage would be like, and you were just like, come on, guys. So,
Just perverting everything.
yeah, no, it was good. Well, Cass, I'm glad you managed to swing by here.
I'm so happy.
for a half hour, and we'll let you get off to the tournament. But appreciate
Thank you,
everything,
guys.
buddy. Good
Love
seeing you
you
again,
guys
man.
lots. Yeah, great
Best of
seeing
luck
you.
with everything. There you go, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that's one of the original Two Guys and a Goalie crew. Matt Kassian here on the final episode ever of Two Guys and a Goalie. It was good to have Cass pop by. He had to drive all the way over here to make it happen, and then he's driving, I think, all the way back on the other side of town. So that was it had to happen.
Oh my God.
We had to have Cass in studio.
Yeah.
And you know what? I will say this in addition to like getting through the pandemic with the virtual stuff was great. And obviously having Cass virtual, I liked how I muted him when he started because he was always muted. And then Hernan also had him muted. So that worked out good. But the most fun shows we had were in that damn little basement. When the three of us, like we're talking, that room that we were in was like half the size of this studio.
Yeah,
and we were on a fold out table, like just a regular fold out table that I think I tried to throw like a cloth over or something.
It was so hard to get in there. And half the time, because I was in the middle, right? So
yeah, you were in the middle.
And like I was like, God, I hope I don't have to pee. Because there's no leaving
after
there's
an hour
no
of
leaving
that.
once you're in there. But isn't it always that way though? Like when you first start something, you don't really know what you're doing. Who was it? Grant, one of the guys that organized it at the beginning, or he worked with the nation.
I don't know. I can't remember.
But it was funny because I talked to him before going on, and of course I had just done some 1260 stuff with you before, and not much. And so I guess the first episode, I don't say anything for like the first few minutes. And I ran into him years later and he was like, I got to say that first episode, like I go, oh my God, he's not talking. But I was just waiting for my time.
Was that guy doing sales or something? For
yeah,
at the time?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like a side guy doing some stuff. Yeah.
So actually, he knew
That was
my
a
neighbor.
great way to get reps, man.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
that
big
was,
time.
But it was, I was kind of just starting out at my new job too, right? So I'd been in it for a little bit, but it was kind of a nice little break Tuesdays and Thursdays to
Just
rip
to
down
slide
there
away.
and just laugh for a bit and do that. And it was, man, you mentioning some of those episodes, Dusty.
I know.
Bring them back.
Well, I've got more of them here. I got episode 57. It's a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one?
I think I said that. Yeah. Because we were talking about Cass having another kid or whatever, right? And remember, it's not vasecto you.
Do you remember what Old Stitch Face would have been?
Old Stitch?
Episode 71 was Old Stitch Face. Episode 73 was I showered with the guy. And then you know what? This is good. This is what we used to do. Like episode 72, I remember we did one. It was called Racism in the NHL. And we took a deep dive into racism in the National Hockey League. I remember that one too. But that one was sandwiched in between Old Stitch's face and I showered with the guy. So
Have to take it too
that
serious.
was good. Episode 69 was just labeled nice. I feel like we hopefully have like matured a bit since 2020. This one I didn't want to bring up with Cass, but this must have also been a bathroom episode. It's called Cass Lays Pipe.
Oh,
That had to have been. He was still. Yeah. Episode 82. I don't know if I remember this one. The Billy Madison cover up.
Oh God.
What was the Billy Madison cover up?
Jeez, I gotta go back and listen.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Thank God they're all out there.
Yeah, they're all out there somewhere. Episode 86, October 19th, 2020, Gage's birthday.
Oh yeah, that
was
would have been my
labeled,
birthday.
Fruit roll-up arm. Not sure about that one. You remember fruit roll-up arm? 92 was Broadcaster's Wet Dream.
Oh, okay.
That might have been a Broadcaster draft. We did some drafts.
yeah,
during
I
the
think that
pandemic,
was
too.
yeah.
Episode 95, the Cliff Clavin Dream Board. Not even sure. Oh, Colin Fraser. We had Colin Fraser on.
Oh, we did.
That was a good one. Mistletoe landmines. That was right before Christmas. That would have been, I guess, just random mistletoes placed around. The Pull Your Yarvey resolution. That was another one of those. 2-pad stack Tourette's. That sounds like it was a good episode. What about, here's a Pull Your RV Redemption Tour, episode 115, episode 118, Yessie's adoption papers. So, he must have been like on a good little stretch here where I was peacocking around.
That's when he came back, right?
I don't know. We would have been 2021.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know.
That's 5 years ago still, man. That's, let's see. What else did we...
Yeah, he's doing well in Geneva now.
He had a good season.
Yeah. Lost his
Maybe
World Cup medal, but whatever.
Got it back, though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I saw they did a thing where, I don't know if he got a new one where they found it, but he did a video where he like had it on the hook of a fishing line and pulled it out of the water and it was like soaking wet.
Oh, Jesus. Beauty.
Let's see here. The Yamo propaganda machine.
Okay. Because Cass was big on Yamo, too.
He
right?
really liked Yamamoto. Episode 142 was called You Can't Snort Lumber. I have no idea what that was. I might remember something with this. Episode 146, Baby Seal This Thing.
Oh, God.
That one? That doesn't sound...
That's just terrible.
Yeah.
Bludgeon a baby seal. That's good.
Yeah, so and we had a... I don't know why this one is... Episode 162. Who is Garth Snow? Why would we have focused? Oh, there's the all-time goalie mask draft.
Oh, that
was back September 2nd, 2021.
I wonder why we said that.
September 7th, 2021. You can't get all horny for this.
How do you not listen to that?
I mean, you might want to go back and listen to You Can't Get All Horny for This. Yeah, that's an interesting one. What else do we got here? Darth Cass. Cass had some great rants over the years, man.
Oh, yeah.
And he hated analytics.
It was great.
Nobody hated analytics more than that guy.
One, do we have Cassalytics? Is there one when he first went off? Because I think it must have been a good 9 to 11 minutes of Cass going off on analytics.
When he just first freaked out. He had some very good rants. Here's a good one. Episode 12, Charlie Conway was a whiny bitch. Here's a sad one. Episode 216, Farewell Hernan.
Oh.
So that's when Hernan would have taken off to go work for the Elks, I'm assuming.
It was ordered to by Dom, I think.
Yeah. Dahmer said you can't be on two guys and a goalie anymore. And then that was it. Episode 219, the JP dilemma. So I was still
You're just dying on that hill.
I was still just fighting that. Yeah, man, there were some good ones along the way. Gager's purple groin.
Oh,
Remember that one?
yeah. I went. That's when I played in the Hockey Helps the Homeless and ripped my groin apart.
And Hockey Helps the Homeless. You got hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Here's an interesting one. Episode 243. Herbert the Pervert.
Really?
July 21st, 2022.
Huh?
I can't remember that. Then we had a big series, Franchise 32. And that was in August. We must have, we
just
broke
going
down the
through-
top 32 players. Mm-hmm. It was, it was a good run. Worst autograph session ever. I wonder if that was for one of you guys. September 12th, 2022.
Isn't that when they go to the mall? When did the Oilers go to the mall?
Oh, that's probably right. That's probably right around there. Yeah. That's pretty good. This one says, I never had to sleep during a game. So one of you must have said you never had to do that during a game. This would have been you. There was some early comparisons. Episode 265, like Toretto said. Remember somebody said that you looked like Dominic Toretto? That was an earlier episode.
But I flashed by when I went into first class. I got bumped up to go over to Europe, and someone saw me, and maybe it was a side profile, and they thought I was Vin Diesel. So the flight attendant came up to me and goes, "Excuse me, but some people in the back are asking, are you Vin Diesel?" Yes, yes, I am.
That's kind of nice. I mean, compared to somebody,
yeah.
Vin Diesel's pretty damn good.
Damn right. It's back then too. I think it was only like Fast 4.
It was very early back then. Yeah, they've come a long way since then. Anyway, some great trips down memory lane. Heck, when was your roast? That was that was after the pandemic, right?
It was after the pandemic.
So that would have been peak two guys in the goalie time too.
Yeah, for sure.
That was an amazing night. I absolutely loved that night.
That was.
Would you say you loved that night too?
I did. That was a lot of fun. That was hilarious. I couldn't believe there was that many people in the place to watch that.
That was a great turnout.
That was.
You must have been nervous of who's are we going to get a crowd? Did they tell you ticket sales are good? Don't worry about it.
I thought that it was just going to be a little room, right? But we walked in, and my wife, because there were signs all over the lobby with my name on them. And she was like, "What's going on?" I go, "Honey, I have no clue." And then we went into the room, and it was massive, and it was it was.
Oh, it was awesome.
It was great. It was a lot of fun.
That was my only time I ever got to be part of a roast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I hosted it. And
you were great.
Oh, it was so fun. I love those things, man. I love watching all the roasts. I would do other roasts. I would roast guys. It's a lot of fun.
Mac T was great.
He was hilarious.
Oh my God, did he just tear me apart? Oh, it's good.
I think my one line to Mac T, because I roasted everybody right off the top.
Yeah.
And I think, and over here we've got one of the Golden Girls. Oh, I mean, that's Mac T.
And it was cool because everyone sat on like a bench, and then I was in the penalty box.
Had this big penalty box.
That was cool, man.
No, it was really well organized. Todd Gack texts in and says, "So is it going to be Oil Stream 5 days a week with Dusty and Gage?" Well, it's going to be a combination every day of myself, Gager, Trev, and Benny.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have ways to keep two guys and the goalie alive a little bit, like within the Oil Stream and stuff like that. But so it'll be we're moving. For those of you who aren't aware, two guys and goalie is usually Tuesdays and Thursdays. Brought to you by GS Construction. Starting next Monday, this Thursday, it'll just be a 2-man Oil Stream. Mm-hmm. Starting next Monday, it'll be a combination every day of three of us, of Trev, Benny, myself, and Gager. And I'm actually looking forward to the 3-man chat every day at noon. Like, it's going to fly by.
Yeah.
It'll probably keep you a little bit fresher for EST afternoons after as well. But I'm really looking forward to working with the two younger guys as well. And
they're doing great, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think you're gonna like it quite a bit. It's gonna be a fast-paced show, lots of good conversation. And GS Construction is moving from two guys and goalie to the studio sponsor on the Oil Stream. So you'll see right here, this will be two guys and a goalie, GS Construction from Samwith and his crew over there moving forward, starting on Monday as well. So we're definitely. I mean, it's a sad day. It's been a fun day though.
Yeah,
it's been a fun day catching up on all this stuff. If you have any good memories from the show, feel free to hit us up at 780-218-9999.
I'm selling this shirt for $10,000.
What about that hat though?
Oh yeah, you didn't see the hat.
I saw your shirt today and I was like, oh, I should have worn mine, but mine has shrunk over the years and it's a little too tight now. But those are from Carbon Hitter, who's my buddy Chris Branco, who owns Prolux now.
Oh, really?
And he was doing a t-shirt thing at the time. And I was like, can you throw this on a t-shirt?
That's
and
great.
so he brought that over. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, my Edmonton Sports Talk hat, I don't know if you can see it that well, but
So this is bedazzled.
well, my daughter's done dance. Right.
Okay.
So my wife has
She's
been
completely done dance?
Oh no, she's working and
okay.
stuff.
I was going to say,
and-
what?
Yeah, no, she's there's big plans for my daughter coming up over the next year or so, but yeah, she needs stuff to bedazzle. So why not do the Edmonton Sports Talk hat? So it looks
really nice.
It doesn't look too bad at all. I noticed people checking it out today too. Like,
Well, you notice I
on the
like, walking around?
yeah, it was just
Well, I saw you in the kitchen when I came out of Lock Shop and I looked and I was like, what the hell is that?
yeah.
It looks really good.
I like to stand out.
Yeah, well, you do stand out, Gager.
Thanks, buddy.
You do. CDJ says, Hernan gets no love. Hernan's not even here. Hernan's been like out and back and forth. So, but Hernan was a big part of what we started at
Huge
the very
part.
beginning too as well.
If
And
you
I
go-
used to
if
like
you-
him getting flustered with a bunch of the technical stuff at the beginning.
But the part that made me love Hernan so much in those early days, because he was sitting in that little corner in the back, like
Yeah,
it was,
jammed
and
in
you
there.
couldn't see him. It was so dark in that corner, you could
And there
barely
was
see
a
him.
pillar in there
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, but I knew I said something if I could make him laugh. And if you go back and listen, because he's off mic, and you just hear him start laughing at there. It's so funny. Oh man, oh that was good.
Yeah, he was. That was a lot of fun. All right, YouTube Trev has sent in some hire it and fire it's, and they're all like two guys related, which is a lot of fun. So let's dive into these right now. And if you have any other comments or memories from two guys and a goalie, we're in the final episode. We got about 10 minutes left. 780-218-9999, and over on the nasty chat as well. Trev's first question: hire it or fire it? Cass actually likes analytics.
I'm gonna fire it. He's like you with Pugliarvi. He's gonna die on that hill now.
You know what? I'm gonna hire it.
Oh, really?
Because over the years, both on two guys and then on pre and post,
Okay.
he had some time for them. Right? He was always like, there are ways that you can benefit from analytics.
Yeah.
I think Cass didn't like the people who pushed the analytics.
He didn't like the people that looked in game at them and figured what type of game it was. Right? I think what he mentioned is you can look to the past and see kind of predict the future by using them, but they're not the be all end all.
Yeah, that was
Right?
always his point.
Yeah.
It was always like, this is not how it has to be.
Yeah.
You know, and some people, I used to be totally anti-analytic, and I realized over the time that it was actually probably the people who were pushing it early back in the day. Now I don't use them as much as other people, but I understand the purpose that they serve. So.
Did you, after Moneyball, did you think you could do it with hockey?
Like after watching Moneyball? No.
No.
I guess what I would say, and this is one of the reasons I guess maybe I don't buy into it enough, is that every play in baseball
It's a set,
starts
yeah.
with a pitch to the same place. Whereas in hockey, things are starting all over the place. I'm sure they are still accurate, but I just feel like there's so many variants in hockey compared to how plays start in baseball that it would always be more effective in baseball.
Yeah.
But I am not letting the final episode of two guys and a goalie get bogged down by an analytical debate.
Cass might come back.
Yeah. So we will move on. All right. Two guys and a goalie has averaged more laughs than any other show at EST.
Oh no, that's your show, Dusty.
Well, what about a laugh per rate minute by the hosts?
If you were to cut it down, we laughed a lot.
We did laugh a lot on this show over the years.
Oof, that's close, man. Or just from EST, like.
I mean, if we're going back for the whole history of two guys, then
I think, I'd hire it then.
like in person, man, with the three of us.
Yeah.
There were a lot of laughs
There were.
on that podcast back in the day, for sure. Mac T was the best guest the show ever had, hired or fired. Mac T was good.
Mac T was good.
First time we had Dingman on, he was pretty
Dinger
funny.
was really
Dinger
good.
was funny.
Yeah, he was good.
And Hernan today said Guy Carbonneau was incredible.
He was really good. Chimera was good too.
Lots of those guys were good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
but it was good to have Mac T because he could kind of rip on me a little bit, which was good.
Jason the Acadian says this one is for sure most relaxed and full of laughs. So that's nice. It'd be up there. Okay, this is an interesting one. Two guys and a goalie would be on the Mount Rushmore of EST shows.
I'm gonna hire it.
Yeah.
I have to.
I mean, it's one of the originals.
Yeah.
If I already didn't have this thing going, I mean, it was easy because we had shows to throw in to spots, right?
Right.
Like, if this stuff wasn't going and Oil Stream wasn't going and Lock Shop wasn't going, you know, would the Nielson show have just been a one-off and we just would have been the Nielson show on YouTube?
Yeah.
And EST doesn't actually exist? Or were we sitting there going, I remember we were sitting there in the old office, or before we met, and we're like, okay, well, we got Nielson show in the morning, and then we already got Lock Shop, which goes every day anyway. I was rushing home and doing that with us.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that would be straight into Oil Stream and Two Guys. It was kind of the same schedule, just as a podcast in the basement back at the time. And then we're like, well, you know, we've already got those shows, so maybe we could do like sort of at least a half day.
Yeah.
And then we had some plans. We were trying to get Low Tide to come with us, and he decided not to. And then we were close on getting a show with Jameson and Johnny Sexsmith, rest in peace. And they were going to maybe do like a 9 to 11. And then they were just like with other spots in their life. And they're like, they loved it. We met with them a bunch of times. They couldn't do it. And then we're like, well, we were sitting around at that old office like 3 weeks before we launched. And we're just sitting around. We're like, well, just sitting here bullshitting. Like, why don't we just make this a show? So then we did the hangout from 9 to 11. But if we didn't have like Lock Shop, Two Guys, and Oil Stream already going, it might have just been Nielson show podcast on YouTube, and that's it.
Well,
Like,
you
I
were
don't know.
probably like, now you had some familiarity in that realm too, right? With the
already streaming a little bit and stuff.
So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there's something here.
So I think there are some roots of Two Guys that could Mount Rushmore it.
yeah.
Like if we're looking at it in 10 years. I think there's a case to be made for sure. All right. The shows in the first studio were the most memorable, hired or fired.
How are they not? It was just, I'm going to hire it.
That's where we started.
It was great. Those stairs going down there, like Cass said, you guys, even I had to duck. You guys had to like limbo under that stuff.
You had to think about Cass and I like sideways walking down the scariest stairs I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. Every time going down there, because especially the winter was all wet and stuff, I go, someone's going to slip down here.
There were two things down there: storage for Little Brick and our little studio.
Yeah.
Which like, it had to have been. Now, what
I
was
don't
that
know
one
how
like?
the internet worked down there.
Well, sometimes it didn't.
Yeah, I guess.
In the early days, the internet was very
yeah, it
hit and miss.
was-
Like even onto our laptops, I
Yeah.
was just like, man, this is tough. But that was exciting because that was like the first. I was doing Oil Stream solo from home. That was the first one where we're like, hey, let's do something called a podcast.
Yeah.
And sit there together and talk. And it wasn't live
No.
when we started
Yeah,
it, right?
no.
It was straight up recorded
Yeah.
when we started it. When the nation didn't want it anymore, and we took it online during the pandemic and stuff. That's when we started streaming it video wise online. At first, it was just a podcast.
Because I remember when you first got the Wirecast program.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I had to download it. I go, oh my gosh.
That changed. Yeah, that was when we cranked it up.
Yeah.
I cranked it up a notch, and that was when we started doing Two Guys and a Goalie at home. So yeah, no, that was that was good. 6-pack 09 Ig over on YouTube says 2 Guys is how I stayed connected and found you guys on EST.
Oh, no way.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Barry Getman texts in and says, I can't believe I'm listening to the last 2 Guys and a Goalie. I remember listening to the first episode working in my garage in Kelowna, waxing the family skis for a day on the slopes. Now I live in Southern California, still listening, still hanging out in the garage.
Oh, awesome.
That's a pretty cool story, man.
I do remember
that's awesome.
the first time I got noticed. I guess I was walking across the street downtown when we had started, and we probably like 10 or 15 episodes in, and he goes, Joaquin!
No way!
And I'm like, I look, and he goes, 2 guys and a goalie! And I was like, yes! Oh, it was great.
That's good. Yeah, it's been a hell of a ride for sure. I think in the end, this is probably the best decision. Cass was great. It was tough for us to weasel somebody else into Cass's spot.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't been 2 guys and a goalie since Cass left. So we decided to merge it with the oil stream, and it allows us to do a better job on the oil stream. Many of you crave a lot of oil stream stuff, but Gage and I are obviously both still going to be together multiple times a week with the same sort of shtick. And I will say, now that we're doing oil stream 5 times a week, it will allow us a little bit time, daily on the oil stream to get to some other stories around the National Hockey League, other things, fun stuff as well. And 2 guys and a goalie, final episode on the same day that Dolly Parton passes away, which was brought to our attention right at the beginning of the show. Talk about a legend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like, how many decades
Well, how much?
was she like the queen of country music?
How many things did she write for people too? Right? Like,
I would love to know the list of country music performers who would say their biggest influence was
is
Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
All right, 780-218-9999. Thanks for all the messages today. It's been a heck of a run, and 2 guys and a goalie will live on in pieces on the oil stream moving forward. I know we'll make sure that is a fact, but the very first episode back in September of 2019, and I believe today is episode 620, and when this one is finished being downloaded in 2 weeks or so, once people listen through to it, will be over 900,000 downloads with 2 guys and a goalie. So a lot of fun. Coop, what's coming up on EST Afternoons, buddy?
Well, before I tee up the show, I just want to say I'm very proud of you guys. And
Zach, I'm trying to do this without crying.
I'm sorry.
How old were you in 2019?
When was the first short?
It was 2019.
16.
So you were 16 years old.
Yeah.
Coop was 16 years old when we launched 2 guys
I
and a
was
goalie.
so young at the time, but very proud of you guys. 620 episodes of an amazing show. My personal favorite on Edmonton Sports Talk, and it's sad to see it go.
Oh my God.
But
Coop,
when one door closes, another door opens, and this means some great
Coop,
things.
what's going on EST Afternoons?
All right, Mark
You
Michaud.
officially ruined the end of 2 guys and a goalie.
I probably did. Where's Hernan? Where's Hernan?
Mark Michaud.
Mark Michaud.
Love it.
140. And we also got Therese Reed, played 2 games for the Elks so far. Amazing start to CFL career, so he'll be joining us, mixing it up for Dega Day for Vayush, Hall of 4, and so much discussion. Some Oilers talk as well.
Therese Reed has some energy, man.
Yeah.
He is awesome. I'm glad you guys have him on. That'll be a lot of fun. All right, Gager, thanks for everything on 2 guys and a goalie. We'll talk to you on Oil Stream next Tuesday.
All right.
So, all right, that's going to do it for 2 guys and a goalie. Thanks to Samwith and the crew over, and thanks to Coolbet back in the day for helping keeping 2 guys goalie going during the pandemic. Meant a lot to everybody, all the support that we had on 2 guys and a goalie. Excited about the future as well. For Joaquin Gage and Hernan Salas and Matt Kassian, one last time, I'm Dustin Nielson. Thank you very much for listening or watching 2 guys and a goalie. Take it easy.